Let's speak to... Should we speak to the barman?
Top of the morning to you.
That's very insensitive, mate.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Yeah, why not?
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
I don't want a room anymore, thank you. I'll have a beer, though.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
I mean, I'm drinking that beer.
Thanks.
Got it for free. Come on, George, nick it.
I was about to reach for the pump when I came to my senses. A rash move like that in a strange country with strange customs could be my last.
Pretty sure if you went to grab his pump, it would break your
Man's arm lay
hands.
across the towel, preventing me from moving it.
So I need the towel. Can I?
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
That's beer for you, baby.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Let's talk to him about the castle.
What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
You, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
Oh yeah. Do you like that they use the word arse? Always makes me chuckle when you hear someone say arse.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Savage remark.
I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown costume.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so.
We're not looking for a bloody clown, you dumbass. We're looking for a pixie, remember?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
What? No. No. If I say yes, it might make me pay his bill.
Oh no, I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
Can I see Pegram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a gutful of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man of God, especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Makes it sound really nice. Let's ask him about Khan
Do you recognize this man?
No.
or Merlin.
What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Doyle.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot. Thanks.
Let's drink my pint. Don't know how many of these you can buy. It makes a noise when you drink.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Hey, how about another drink?
See him again? I'll serve.
You know, I'm cocktail.
What? Pinball?
Right.
Give me a glass of stout. I don't need to talk about cocktails. Don't know how many I can drink before I fall on my ass. Come on, George. Drink, drink, drink.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
More beer over here.
Yes, sir.
I love how he's not paying for this beer.
Thanks.
I don't know if you can just keep drinking. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make sure you can.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
More beer over here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought this was gonna say no.
Thanks.
Let's talk to this guy. Shifty looking dude.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No. At least I don't think so.
Look closely. He has a scar on his face.
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Check out this pass.
Yeah. It's yours, is it?
Not exactly. Do you recognize the name?
Thomas Merlin? No. Never heard of him.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone. What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Someone's.
He's the archaeologist.
That was weird.
That's right. Where can I find Professor Pegram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Have you heard about the gem which Pegram found?
I heard a rumor, but you can't believe everything you hear or see, can you?
That was very suspicious.
See you later.
What's that on the desk? On this table right there. Make sure you can't talk to this guy.
Hi there, old-timer.
Ew.
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No, I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure, but I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Makes me nervous. I've had like 4 or 5 pints.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. 𝘨𝘨𝘮𝘴 Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure, with me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In 𝘨𝘨𝘮? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, Maguire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of 𝘨𝘨𝘮.
Oh.
So there is no ghost.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Ooh, that was creepy. Where you said that.
Do you know 𝘨𝘨𝘮 the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Were you aware that 𝘨𝘨𝘮 was conducting an archaeological dig?
I don't meddle in other people's affairs. They don't interest me.
Do you know where I can find 𝘨𝘨𝘮?
I told you, I never heard of him.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it.
Good on you, George. If you did that, I'm pretty sure he would have slammed you.
You could make use of this tissue.
He's just sneezing all over me.
Use 'em. Those things are unhygienic.
It's a guy sneezing on everyone. I'm disgusted.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Is that supposed to be you?
No, I don't have a scar on my face, and I'm not from the Middle East.
I can't tell without me glasses.
I'll see you later.
Okay. I think I can call up Nico. Let's just see what she says.
Allô? Couleur. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George.
Oh, hello, George. Where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
Ireland? What are you doing there?
It's a long story.
Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of 𝘨𝘨𝘮.
Oh. What? Why did he put the
It was
phone
an
down?
electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman.
So we need to go in here, but obviously we can't because the barman won't let us in. Fuck it, let's drink this beer. It'd be a waste just to leave the beer there.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I don't want any...
I wonder if I can ask.
Hey! Hello there again.
Here we go.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Fine, have a beer.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who, Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Oh, there we go then.
Bye for now.
Now we confront Lion or toe rag. It's very shifty, isn't it?
Hello.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig.
You don't believe him, do you? Patrick Doyle is a moron and a scoundrel.
Even so, he saw you talking to Pegram.
You can't prove that, mister.
See you later.
It's really adamant to not tell me about Pegram, isn't it? Let's talk to O'Brien.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
Okay, so I can't ask him.
Nothing.
It's fine. We need to trigger this guy into leaving. Can't remember for the life of me how to do that. Like, as I said, that's the thing with this game, is it's very contextual based. You have to somehow trigger it by doing some of the things.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Do you know anything about Pegram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in 𝘨𝘬𝘮 would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
Are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh, yes. It was him, all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
No, I couldn't do that.
I could.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
Chinese burns. Fuck me, aren't at them for yonks. Do people even still do Chinese burns? I used to hate them. It's something I used to do at my school. Holy crap.
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover. But don't scare him too much. Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
I heard that Pegram had found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of 𝘨𝘬𝘮 all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Pegram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be living the life of Riley instead of digging holes.
I mean, he's not wrong.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I should have enough information now to forward the story. So if I speak to old Fitzy here.
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught. Just my luck. Grasped up by a delinquent and a dimwit.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time I was working for Pegram.
That's the least
I'm
of
not
your
in a
worries,
position
dude.
to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? What did Pegram find at the castle?
The entrance to an underground chamber. It was filled with earth and rubble, and Pegram had us dig it out. We uncovered a secret room, a hidden chapel.
Well, it makes sense, seeing as didn't it say that the guy built the castle on top of the rectory, which would be a chapel. Is that what a rectory is? I can't really remember.
Did Pegram find the gem in the altar room?
I don't know. He made us leave and wouldn't tell us why. Half an hour later he came out, white as a sheet he was. He closed down the dig and locked up the castle, sent us all away.
From the sound of it, Pegram had discovered more than just the gem. So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘪𝘳.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮.
Guy looks like a bumhole, doesn't he, in the bottom left?
Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore.
See if Fitzgerald.
I've never even heard of the 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘪𝘳 gem.
Here he goes. Holy shit. I love how everybody just doesn't care.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire.
That is some really bad
Come
voice
back
acting
when
as
you're
well.
old enough.
What's
So
the lad
echoey.
howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
But nobody
We should
cares.
start some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Yeah, I'm not either, mate. Screw that noise. It's like somebody from my neighbourhood was like, oh, okay, send out some brandy. Needs a bloody ambulance. That's some really echoey voice sounding right there, wasn't it? Oh, the fingers come off the wall. Where's it gone?
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass, when the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Is he dressed as a pixie?
He was was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Yeah, that's our killer. So if you notice the blood that was on Fitz's face in the director's cut, that's all been removed because of reasons. So weird.
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. I'm just an ordinary guy caught up in a whirlpool of intrigue.
And you're drunk.
Not so.
Yeah, you've been drinking mucky beer in the boozer.
Only a few glasses.
Only a few.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Okay, let's show him this picture.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character.
Okay, so obviously this Khan guy is the guy who's just run over Fitzgerald.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
So he's knocked off the cover for this electrical thing.
The plastic cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch.
Can I touch it?
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
No. George is just too strong.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk. I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside.
Right. I love how nobody cares. You know, guys just gets run over. And everyone's just like, meh. So, one thing that's changed in the scene is 𝘱𝘦𝘴𝘭𝘪𝘕 over here has this weird... You just saw it then. You need to get that from him. See, this is the part in this area right now is probably the hardest part in this. Probably in the island section, this is probably the hardest part. Because you need this. But obviously he ain't gonna give it to you. So you have to wait until he sneezes, I think. Wait for him to get out of his pocket.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
Noise. Then we can go back out again. He's none the wiser. He don't care. No, he don't give a shit. Yeah, he don't care. I think you can use the wire to bridge the broken switch. No.
It was a short piece of wire, twisted into a rough circle.
Okay, so it's not for this. No, okay. You need to use the wire for something. If it's not this, it's something... Oh, no. I know what it is. We call up Nico and tell her that there's been another murder.
Allô? Goulard. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George. Are you okay?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, take care. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, thanks for calling, George. Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of 𝘨𝘨𝘮𝘮.
Oh. Okay, apparently nobody cares. Even George doesn't care.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald very well?
I know him enough not to sell him more than 2 pints. He's like a kid when he gets a few beers inside him.
I'm not surprised. He's on medication for his nerves.
There's nothing wrong with his nerves. He's just screwy.
Oh, wow.
Thanks. The man's arm lay across the towel, preventing me from moving it.
Hey! I'm trying to think how to get...
Hello there again, mister.
What do you know about leprechauns, Doyle?
Leprechauns! Is it the little people you're talking about? Sure, and a cousin of mine was wed to one.
Oh, come on. Do you really expect me to believe that?
It's the truth, I'm telling you. She fell asleep on a fairy ring, see? When she woke up, there he was, a little fella, all in green.
It's weird.
Tell me more about your cousin and the leprechaun.
Oh, no.
Well, young
Oh,
Mary
no.
was speechless, especially when the leprechaun up and spoke to her. Be my bride, me darling, says he, and she'll never want for riches again. Okay, says she, and he slips a ring of daisies on her finger.
Amen.
So there you are, proof that the little people exist.
Well, that's no proof. All you have is her word for it.
Not so. The following spring, she had a little baby.
Did the leprechaun's promise come true?
What promise was that now?
That she'd never want for riches again.
Now, there's the strangest thing. She never did.
I thought you said she was claiming the social part.
Indeed, Mr. O'Brien, but there's riches and riches. She told me, Pat, she says, that little darling boy is all the riches in the world to me.
I thought she got duped by some dude.
Bye for now.
You can go here.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
No customers behind the bar. Ever.
Well, when they let me go behind the bar, goddammit. I'm pretty sure you need to use this piece of wire. Use it for this switch. I think. Oh god, it's been so long since I played this game. I know I get to a point where I know what to do. Well, I know how to progress, but I just can't remember how to trigger the progression. Okay.
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is 𝘱𝘍𝘍𝑜𝘍.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
That's a relief.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well,
Wow.
you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration,
Amazing.
I'd put me money on the Ferrari.
They've only got a bike.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvellous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
He's going to the world to get absolutely sloshed, isn't he?
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me
McDevitt's.
to contemplate the stack of hay.
Well, we're climbing it. Let's go. I mean, if there's only one idiot in the world to climb this, it's definitely going to be George.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland,